Habu, 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 Habu. Okay, your boy back again with another video. And actually, let me see if I can brighten this up. There we go, that'll do. All right, so I'm back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be ranking wrestling games. Now this is especially special for me because I'm a wrestling game developer. I'm a video game developer, all of that stuff. And this is gonna be cool because I get to actually rank these games and I own so many of them. So without any further ado, let's hop back into it. And I'm gonna try not to keep looking at the side thing because it makes me look like I'm just not looking at the camera as if I'm like cutting a promo in WWE or something. So let's hop right into it. So we starting off with my first ever, no, this isn't my first ever, I'm sorry. Is my first ever game on here? Oh, that sucks. WrestleMania 21 isn't on here. That was the first ever wrestling game that I personally own. But it's not on here. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna keep going. So SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 was the second ever wrestling game I owned. I owned it on PSP. For me, that game was amazing. Like, I just remember playing it so often. The one thing I hated about it was that Batista's entrance did not have his accurate fireworks. They just threw random fireworks in. Like, he was on a ramp and did some pose where he just did like that, and then the fireworks was like, but it wasn't even his fireworks. I don't know where they got that from. I think they just threw it in. So for SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, I'm gonna put this at good. Cause even when I try to go back and play it, it's still a good game. It's not like the best, it's not the greatest. Definitely not the best, but it was a pretty cool game. I mean, the thing was, I was kind of spoiled though because I had played SmackDown Shut Your Mouth before I played this, like, even though I didn't own it. And that game had backstage, all of that stuff. So when I got this, I was kind of disappointed. And then I was disappointed in the graphics on PSP. I was disappointed Batista didn't have fireworks. But overall, I mean, I played the heck out of that game, so I can't say it was a bad game. WWE 2K16. I'm gonna give this game a grade. I played this game a few times. Like, this was when I kind of got out of the series. But from what I remember, like, that game had a huge roster and it was pretty fun to play. SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. This was the first game that I started creating wrestlers. I broke into the industry at this time, trying to make Christian. Evan Bourne was a wrestler. I started making independent wrestlers. So for me, 09 is right there with 06 for me. Like, it was good. Creation Suite was cool. It wasn't the best though, or the greatest, so I can't put it up there. TNA Impact. This is an underrated game. Y'all gonna start giving this game more respect. I can't tolerate that. I can't tolerate that. Every time I hear about this game, it's complaints about this, that, and this, and that, and this, and that. I understand it didn't have the most moves. I understand it didn't have the best creation suite. I understand the play was repetitive, but we gonna have to put some respect on this game for that time, for that company, and it being their first game. This game was fun. It was fun. I had a lot of fun playing this game. So I'm putting TNA at good. It was a good game. Like, that's another one that was up there. I spent a lot of time on all three of these games. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, that was a great game. This is a game that brought the physics in. They brought, I think they brought Superstar 3 in the year before, but this game was just a ton of fun. Like, just setting up tables and ladders and doing crazy stuff off of them. Like, I remember just being excited when this game came out. This is the one who had the road to WrestleMania where you kind of run around the backstage area. It kind of got boring after a while, but while it was there, hella fun. Day of Reckoning, another underrated game. I'm putting it at great. I own it now. I'm gonna have to replay it. It wasn't my favorite. I had WrestleMania 21, but this was much better. But it was definitely a good game. SmackDown vs. Raw 07. As soon as I picked this up, the soundtrack came to my head. I'm getting over right there with that problem release with a reason, with the risk understanding, an emergency landing. Ready? This is a great game. I don't even know how to explain it. GMO, the soundtrack, the wrestlers, Batista's first game with his fireworks. Like, he didn't have his accurate entrance though. They never captured his accurate entrance, but he had the fireworks. That was good enough. I still go back and play this game sometimes. The creation modes, backstage modes, the legends, like the story mode, everything about this game was dope. So yeah. And I had it on Xbox 360, so that was my first Xbox 360 game. I had custom soundtracks. Was that it? No, custom soundtracks wasn't in that one. You could just overlay it. Legends of Wrestling, decent. It was a decent game. What else can I say about it? Raw 2, decent. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. The create modes were pretty dope, but the game wasn't good. I still own it. SmackDown, shut your mouth. Need I say more? SmackDown Shut Your Mouth was one of the best games ever. I don't want to hear Here Come the Pain. I don't want to hear No Mercy. This was one of the best games ever. This game had the backstage mode, had the create modes, had the story mode that never ended, where you unlock stuff every time you went to the map, had the NWO, the realistic storylines. Like, you could play as different wrestlers and feel like you were in a storyline. Like, NWO hit me with a semi-truck. They hit me with a semi-truck. Don't forget about Vince McMahon doing a promo where he was like turned around, black and white, just like the NWO, and then he turned around and, you know, said NWO. Like, this game, underrated, best game ever. I don't care what nobody say. This is the best wrestling game I have ever played in my life. Alright, WCW Nitro, never played that one. SmackDown versus Raw, 2010. This one's up there with 2009. This is when I really started getting into create modes. I think this is the first one that had creative. No, the other one had creative finisher. This one was the first one that had superstar threads and mini-trons, if I'm not mistaken. Mini-trons are a big deal. Like, for people who were in the community, when mini-trons first came out and we saw like you could have a Titantron and a video underneath, and we saw it like in All Stars the first time, everybody got excited. So when they put it in the SmackDown vs. Raw game, perfecto. Hardcore ECW Revolution. I have this. This sucks. This game is trash. I cannot play that game. 2K15. This game is decent. I want to put it at worst so bad, but I won't do it that bold. This game is when they first moved to the next gen and they stripped the game of everything that made like the creation community kind of amazing. But you know, they were trying new things. They were trying new graphics. So I give them some credit. You know, it looked good. It kind of felt good. So it is what it is. SmackDown, I don't think I ever played that first one. WWF Raw, worst. Let me tell you, I was excited for this game because I'm one of the kids who grew up in the Ruthless Aggression era. So I grew up when Batista and John Cena were my champions. That was it. So when I started hearing about the Attitude Era, and I started going back watching pay-per-views from the Attitude Era and stuff like Insurrection and all that stuff, and then I saw that we had a game come out on Xbox that was based on that era, I was excited. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be dope. It's gonna be fire. I remember I asked my dad to please go get it for me. It was like $10. We got it off eBay and finally got there. It was one arena, Raw. One looping song. Dun 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 dun. That was it. That was all it was. That was all this game was. The sweetest thing about this game, I remember seeing, I had the cheat code books where it tell you like cheats stuff. The sweetest thing was that you could knock hats and glasses off people's faces and interrupt entrances. This game was trash. You should be ashamed of yourself. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. I want to put it at great, but I can't. It was lackluster compared to 2007. I can't disrespect 2007 like that. You gotta put some more respect on 2007-9. So 2008, we're gonna put you there. And actually, you're not even good. You were decent. I can't even do Dead Reckoning like that. We're gonna put 2008 at decent. SmackDown 2, Know Your Role. Didn't play that one. Warzone, worse. That game was trash. WCW NWO Revenge, decent. It wasn't the best game. It's decent. I mean, but you got to think, I grew up on different games. Like SmackDown Shut Your Mouth was my standard. So when I go back and try to play NCAA, WCW NWO Revenge is not going to be the same. I have different expectations now. So realistically, you have to understand why that game is not amazing, just like No Mercy. Here Come the Pain. You're not the best. Here Come the Pain is a great game. I don't care if you rage in my comments or anything. It was a great game. The roster was great. The backstage modes were great. Everything was great. And I kind of get torn between SmackDown Shut Your Mouth and Here Come the Pain. I didn't grow up on Here Comes the Pain. I just bought it as an adult. So it's kind of hard for me to be like, Here Come the Pain is the best game ever, because that's disloyal to Shut Your Mouth. That was the best game to me. But I do like that this game had Brock Lesnar and Goldberg in their prime. Attitude. I didn't play Attitude. 2K14, great game. Great game. Everything about that game was great. That was the last game that I was a creator on. Create an arena, create a wrestler, create story mode, everything. Great. That game was sexy. 2K17, that was a good game. Wasn't bad. 13, that's up there with 14. Amazing, as far as I can remember. No Mercy. That's not it. That's not it. Decent. Like I said, same thing I just said for Revenge. I didn't grow up on it. Different expectations. Backstage Assault, trash probably. WrestleMania 20, trash. I did not like that game at all. All Stars, I didn't play All Stars, but I heard it was great. So I'm still gonna get All Stars. I heard it was great. WCW Thunder, that was decent. Def Jam Bandito, put that in here. That game was great. That game was good. It was good for the time, but you gotta think about what you're comparing it to. I can't put it up there. Here Comes the Pain and all that. I'll put it up there with 2006 SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Just Bring It was decent. Like for the time, it was actually a pretty decent game. Commentary was trash. Mayhem. Never played Mayhem. The original SmackDown vs. Raw. That was a good game. I wouldn't put it at great, but I still don't think it was on 07's level when Here Comes Playing. World Tour, I got this. It's that's a decent game. It's actually not bad at all. 19, that's a great game. I have that. 12, WWE 12. I'm gonna get as good. I used to mod the crap out of this game though. We used to mod the files, bring Titantron and all that stuff in. So I have like a lot of good memories of this game. And then a lot of bad ones because my save corrupted a couple times. Dead Reckoning 2. I want to put it up there with the best, but I can't. That game was amazing. It's amazing. And 2K18, I never played that one. I'm sorry, I didn't get to play it. But that's gonna wrap my video up. That's my list. Like, just look at this list. Shut Your Mouth is the best game. I can't, like, put some respect on this game. And then I got some great games here. Dead Reckoning 2 is one of my all-time favorites. That's one of the ones me and my brother spent a lot of time on. We got some good games, some decent games, a lot of older ones in there. Worst games, all of these games are trash, but. And then games I never played. So these are games I know I need to get, like some of these, like 2K18 and All Stars. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you already know what to do, man. Like, do what you do for the other YouTubers, man. Like, just go ahead and like my videos, share my content, comment. Tell me what else you want to see on these channels. Like I mentioned in my other video, I'm a game developer, so I'm working on a game right now. So I just want to start interacting with my audience before the game comes out. Like, let's get close. Let's see what you want. Let's see what you like. I'm in the community just like y'all, self-made. I don't have any people paying me any money, nothing like that. Like, everything I'm doing is just straight from my heart. So I appreciate everything that you all will be doing for me, possibly in the future, as far as support. Peace.
Green hair don't care. Club standing on chairs. Nigga.